going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out here at Chimney Hills disc golf course in Burlington, North Carolina, northern Alamance County. I don't think it's Burlington City, but either way, against my better judgment, I'm out here to play 18 holes today. It's probably the hardest course that is the closest to me. Trying to get better, trying to work on some things. We're gonna see how it goes. There is a slight chance of rain, so I'm not sure exactly how many holes we're going to be able to get through. We're going to try to get through all 18, but we'll see. Don't have my microphone today, so it's going to be through. Everything's going to be talked over or voiceover. But yeah, I played Chimney Hills earlier this season. This is what I shot right here. I just kind of want to get better at it. It's not all that difficult of a course, but it's the hardest course in my immediate area. And I'd like to really start to push myself to be able to shoot well on these kinds of courses, because that's a lot of what I play throughout the year. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the round.
All right, guys, so hole 1, 582-foot par 5, throwing yeet off the tee there at a thumber line, just trying to get down there near the middle. Hit a tree, still got pretty far, throwing the turbulence next, trying to get to the top of the hill, got there. I'm trying to throw a flex here with my Justice and just yanked over on it. Ended up all the way down here. Throwing another flex with my Devil Hawk, smacked the tree. So that is 4. A jump putt up, looking for par, just barely missed it, hit the cage. 1 over after 1. Hole 2, 195-foot par 3. Throwing Tomahawk, ended up hitting a tree and pushing left. So I still had to look at it. Another little jump putt, just went over the top. I know you can't see it because great camera work. But I'll make that tap in, be 1 over after 2. All right, hole 3, 420-foot par 4. Trying to throw a roller here with my blade. Ended up getting myself in a pretty decent spot. Just had to throw flex around the corner and smack the one tree I needed to miss with my Devil Hawk. So this is my third shot, throwing a Tomahawk here with my Vibe and smacked another tree. Another jump putt here I've got for par, just left a little short, didn't spin it enough. But I will tap this in for my bogey and be 2 over through 3 holes. Not too great. So, hole 4, 270-foot par 3 up there on the left, trying to throw a roller again with blade, smack the tree. Throwing a flex, trying to get it around the corner with my Devil Hawk, smack the tree. Didn't get far enough. Throwing another flex with the Devil Hawk, a little bit better of a toss this time. Got down there. Also, I didn't warm up at all, just kind of putted a little bit and started playing. So this 3 over through 4 will get better. It's just getting warmed up. Hole 5, par 4, 439. Laced the gap with my Turbulence, tossed it down there. Great shot. Second shot here, throwing Tomahawk with my Vibe. Missed my line a little bit, but got a little lucky. Made it through all those trees over there on the left and had this look for birdie. And I just left it a little short, hit the cage. But I will tap in my par and move on. So we got hole 6 here, 226-foot par 3. Really big drop off on the back end of the basket. Throwing Justice forehand, threw a little inside, but got kind of lucky, ended up right there. Hit the cage again for the 4th time, I think, this round. Got lucky it didn't roll all the way down and took a par. So 6 holes, 3 over, not too awful. Hole 7's 265-foot par 3. You got 2 gaps. The gap on the right goes straight to the basket. The gap on the left is a good little forehand gap, which is the one I chose. Got pretty far down there, but hit that tree I'm right next to. Without that tree, I think I'm pretty close. And jump putt for birdie, just missed. So hole 7, tapping my par to stay 3 over. Hole 8, 360-foot par 4. That's the only one I didn't take a picture of the tee pad because I forgot. Really bad attempt at a roller here. This is also the signature hole. And been working on throwing rollers a little bit more, trying to add that to my game. You'll see later on that I make an adjustment, but the first couple were kind of bad. But I will take a par there on the signature hole and move on to hole 9, which is a 300-foot really downhill par 3. The Mando sign right there, you really just want to be just left of that Mando sign on that other tree to get down there and have yourself a chance. hit a tree, ended up right here. Got a good kick, gave myself a nice look at the basket, able to make my par. So still 3 over through 9. I'm just kind of maintaining at this point, not really attacking nothing. Hole 10, 217, par 3. Throwing tomahawk here. I don't know what I hit, but I skipped really close. And it actually took me 15 minutes to find this disc because I thought I was to the left a little bit more. I didn't realize I was parked. So that'll be my first birdie of the round, which felt good, and be down to 2 over on hole 10. We'll move over here to hole 11, 537-foot par 4, probably the hardest hole on the course, in my opinion. Throwing a tomahawk down there, laced the gap, just got a little too far to the left. Didn't really have much out of here, so I tried to throw a roller just to get myself back out there to the middle, and it jumped right back into the stuff I just got out of. I know you can't see me very well, but I threw a tomahawk. Was looking perfect, looking like it was going to be parked, and hit a tree and roll about 30 feet out. This is my putt for par. Just missed it. Ended up taking a bogey and going back up to 3 over. Hole 12, 178-foot par 3, pretty short. Tossed it up there. The creek in front is OB, where you see that metal thing. Just made it past the creek. Gave myself a nice 20-footer for the birdie. Back to 2 over. Hole 13, 308, around there to the left. Still throwing blade again here. Trying to get it around there on the left, and just left it short. And like I said, I realized later on what to do for rollers and just not use the blade anymore. Took my vibe, tossed it right up underneath the basket. Gonna take my par and keep moving. All right, hole 14 is probably my favorite hole on the course, 467-foot par 4. It's just around there to the right. You kind of want to stay a little. Now, I thought I was a little too inside here, but I ended up being in a good spot right out in the middle of the fairway. Throwing my yeet here at a tomahawk, trying to get it down there towards the basket, and I went a little deep and a little too straight. But I had this for the birdie. Again, just missed it. Just missing everything right now, either hitting cage or just offline. Take a par and still be 2 over. Hole 15, 411-foot par 4. Throwing yeet again here, trying to get up into that grassy area past the trees. Just didn't turn it enough. Everything on top of that hill plays as hazard, and I was on the side of the hill and looking at the hazard line, but I didn't get up there. Throwing devil hawk here, trying to get back out to the open, and I just throw it right back into the woods again. Toss a little forehand roller with the vibe. This is not what I mean by when I make that adjustment, but just needed something to get close to the basket, and the vibe got me there. I made the first one. That's what counts. This is what I say here. So I did a par, and we'll move on. So hole 16, par 3. It's in a different pin position. Normally the pin position's over there on the left. They moved it up and to the right, and I tried to I overcooked the yeet there just a little bit, trying to get it through the gap and give myself a look at birdie. Didn't really have a whole lot here, just tossing the vibe up there, trying to get myself a look for birdie. Jump putt, a little too much hyzer. Not gonna make par on this one. Be a bogey and back up to 3 over. Now hole 17, 257-foot par 3. Throwing my Diablo here, and this was the best shot of the day. I think I missed the basket by like 3 feet, just over top of it. It was so close. Make the birdie putt, and you can see me talking here to myself about how close this was. I mean, it must have just came right over top of the basket. Hole 18, I'm throwing my Speed Demon here as a roller, and this was a much better choice. I ended up, you'll see here, I ended up smacking into a tree, but Speed Demon as a roller was a much better choice. This is one of the hardest holes on the course as well. Throwing my yeet, trying to get around there to the bottom of the hill, hit a tree. I've got this. Throwing my Turbulence, trying to flex it around the tree and just put a little bit too much angle on it. Turbulence again, trying to get it around the corner to the right, hit a tree, smack down into the middle. So, tossing this is for my 5, for my par. Tossing my yeet up there, thumber, trying to get myself a good look at it. This is for bogey, And again, hit the cage. Lift's a little short. But yeah, that's going to do it. I ended up 4 over on my first attempt.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. If you like that, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell for more. I'm going to make this a series now. They're pretty close to my house, so it's not like I have to drive an hour out of the way. We're going to keep coming back here every week during the off season until I can break par. So that'll be a goal that we have during the off season. Once I finish that goal, once I finally break par, you guys put down in the comment section what course you'd like to see next. Try to keep it pretty close to Yanceyville, North Carolina, please, because I don't want to have to drive 2 hours every week. But in the Burlington area, we'll go with. And then the top comment I'll do next after whenever I break par at this course. We're not too far away. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, next week you guys will have the FDC Club Championships, which if you're getting this on Friday. The club championships are tomorrow. So that's what you guys will get next week. And then after that, we'll be back out here at Chimney Hills trying to make par. But thank you everybody so much for watching, and we'll see you next Friday.